Hello and welcome back, everybody. DL here, and today is the 30th. We have Gala Dragalia information, and it's almost New Year's, so this is also going to include some Zodiac units. But before I do even talk about this banner, there are some things I do want to say. And this is stuff that everyone really should take into consideration. All right. So first of all, as we do already know, we have free 10-folds, and this will affect the Gala banner. All right. Please, I highly recommend you guys do save until the final day, because you do not want to go in on day one and still pull the unit off of the free multis. I've seen this happen before. And oh boy, it sucks every time it does happen to someone. I recommend you guys do this. I will be doing this, so you guys will not see proper showcases until more than likely after they leave. All right, I'm just warning you all right now from a content creator standpoint. That is what I'm doing. But also these units will be introducing a brand new mechanic into the game. All right, and actually, and they did say, Cygames did say that this is available to read in the help menu right now. So I'm going to read that off first, but then we're going to look at the units. That way, it will be much less confusing as we go into it. All right. So I do actually have pulled up right here. All right. So both these units, they'll have something new called Burst Gambits. All right, Burst Gambits are a unique type of debuff with a counter that is reduced by 1 for every affliction or debuff applied to the effective target. When a Burst Gambit's counter reaches 0, it will activate the Burst Gambit specific effect. It will mention on the unit, and it will be consumed. Now, do keep in mind, the debuff or affliction, they do need to properly activate. Say, for example, you try to poison the enemy, but they have a high poison resistance and it doesn't poison them, the counter will not go down. You need to actually afflict them with something. All right. And well, there are a bunch of other things in here as well. You guys are more than welcome to read this in the help menu as well, because I do not want this to go on for too long. But that's the basic TLDR. All right. Debuffs and afflictions. And there you go. All right. You can read this under the help menu, under special effects. All right. Just to let you guys do know, you can read it all right there. So now moving on back, we will have the Gala banner here. All right. Now this Gala banner, this is going to be quite the expensive banner, because we're going to have 4 limited time units. All right. We're going to have Gala Beast Ciella. That's right, Ciella's finally added, and she'll be the Gala Dragon for this. And we're going to have the Zodiac units being Shingen, who's going to be a Wind Axe, and Yukimura, who's going to be a Shadow Lance. But then for the Dragon, we're going to have Fudo, Myo-o. I'm definitely butchering all of those. I apologize. Who is going to be a Wind Dragon to obviously pair with Shingen. So let us start the review. Okay, so first of all, Ciella's art looks amazing. All right, it honest to God looks really damn good. Aside from horniness, this does actually look nice. All right, like I was like, holy shit, when I first saw it. But to go over what she does. All right, skill, Dual Frostbite. That's always nice to have. Always nice to have. Now I have Water, Wings of Judgment. Increases strength by 100%. That's always nice. Then regardless of attunement, she will gain a Dragon Strike when shapeshifted. It will deal damage to the target nearby enemies and summons a Crystal Arrow. Up to 2 Crystal Arrows can exist simultaneously, but they will disappear automatically over time. So, okay, whatever. Gambits standard attacks will bounce off these arrows. In addition, hitting a Crystal Arrow with Frozen Anguish, which is going to be the skill, once again, will cause it to deal damage to surrounding enemies and disappear. So that's... So pretty much it sounds like you want to get 2 Crystal Arrows, then you want to skill for potential maximum damage. Pretty nice right there. And we'll also do mention that besides these Crystal Arrows, the Dragon Strike doesn't do anything. So just something to note there. And now we have Desperate Agony 2. As long as you are attuned to water, you'll increase damage to frostbitten enemies by 15%. It's just that, so it's 100% strength, 15% punisher. Still nice. It's still pretty good, especially with water right now. This is already a very good aura for water. In addition, standard attacks will apply the vulnerability debuff when shapeshifted as Ciella when the combo count is 15 or higher. So vulnerability can stack up to 10 times, and each stack reduces defense by 1% and frostbite resistance by 2% for the remainder of the quest unless removed by the enemy. This is actually very good. So you can only have permanent frostbite resistance down and permanent 10% defense reduction. This is going to be very, very good. So this means that frostbite can pretty much always have an uptime. Always have an uptime unless if they do cleanse, and which will I don't know if fire bosses can cleanse, unless obviously Primal Brunhilde does, or even the legend firefights. Those could, but beyond that, I do not remember if any of them cleanse. So who knows? Maybe that'll be a future thing. But then also, regardless of attunement, reduces the user's defense by 20% and shortens the window between hitting an enemy and the combo counter resetting by 1 second. So one thing to note about this right here, right? If you own Gala San, all right, she will boost your defense and she will also increase your combo counter. So just owning Gala San and putting her on the team, she can in short make there be like next to no downsides. That's what Gala San can do with Ciella. So therefore, Ciella is going to be like the best water dragon in the game. Alright? Like, no ifs, ands, or buts, she is the best water dragon in the entire game. So I highly, highly recommend this is a summon. Alright? That's what I'm saying, at least right now. It is a dragon. Once again, we do have 5 free multis, so fingers crossed you guys come out with her, because water dragons especially, they are pretty damn lackluster. So with her existing now, this is going to be a very, very tempting summon. Very tempting. But that's it for Ciella. Now let's move on to the other dragon that will be here. It'll be Fudo with Myo, which by the way, all right, when it comes to her art, right, when it comes to, wait, no, not the art. Oh, when it comes to her character model, all right, we did already see it via the trailer. Some of y'all are horny. Holy shit. Like, I agree. But holy shit. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. I'll leave it there, all right? I'll leave it at that. But to go over her skill now very quickly. Deal damage and it will grant the user Mantra of Compassion, all right? So Mantra of Compassion, 2 charges, potency 100% of max HP. I'll get to that shortly, and it will also do Storm Ash too, which is nice. So when strength is 70%, which is good, pretty good. Then we have Divine Mantras 2. Right. So at the start of the quest, you'll be granted Mantra of Compassion. Mantra of Compassion nullifies damage up to 100% of the user's maximum HP up to 2 times, but it will not stack. So pretty much you can just tank 2 hits. You can tank 2 hits. That's it. When all uses of this effect are consumed, user will be granted Mantra of Wrath effect, and 50% of the Dragon Gauge will be filled. After activating, this Dragon Gauge fill effect will not again activate for 180 seconds. Mantra of Wrath increases attack rate by 10% and 30% to the modifier applied to damage against water-attuned enemies. So TLDR, alright? After you tank 2 hits, she literally becomes Gala Reborn Zephyr with attack rate. Literally a step above Gala Reborn Zephyr. She is good, right? She is going to be an amazing AI dragon. Absolutely amazing. Replacing Reborn Zephyr, Mega Zero will still be used. Volk will still be used on a good chunk of units. So she is literally a step up from Reborn Zephyr. All right. Now for her, is she worth summoning for just to replace Zephyr? I don't quite know about that. Of course, because of the attack rate, she will be an overall DPS increase, but I don't know how big of a scale that is going to be. All right, I just don't know. So I might need to wait a little bit longer on her in order to properly say whether or not she is worth the summon. But just know she is, technically speaking, an upgrade from Reborn Zephyr. If that's enough reason for you, more than welcome to. So now that's the 2 dragons out the way. So now we get into the complex stuff, all right? So we're going to have the two new Zodiac units here, all right? We're going to have the leader of the Tiger Clan, Shingen, right here, all right? So this is going to be quite the mouthful, all right? This is going to be quite the mouthful. So do be prepared, right? Do be prepared, right? So we have the first skill here, right? So you begin to prepare a powerful attack, after which this skill will deal damage to surrounding enemies and apply burst gambit called Tiger's Burst and inflict Storm Lash. All right, that's what the skill does outright. Now continuing forward, by continuously tapping the screen while preparing this attack will result in dealing additional attack for each tap up to the total number of veterans medal stacks the user currently has. We'll be getting into veterans medal stacks shortly, but just know you are able to get 3 of them tapping. If the user deals 3 additional attacks at once in this way, all stacks of a veteran's medal will be consumed and the user will be granted the battle fervor effect. I believe it's fervor. Obviously I pronounced stuff wrong. The user will be immune to knockback while preparing the skill's attack as well as executing it, which is nice. Right? So if the skill is used while the user has battle fervor, the screen can have up to 3 additional hits without having or consuming veterans medal, but it will not grant battle fervor. So pretty much once when you're in battle fervor, you are able to keep stacks of veterans medal and really start to output damage, right? So let's move on down a little bit further, okay? So first of all, before even doing battle fervor, you just outright do like a 1.6 mod. Pretty good. Storm Lash and Tiger's Burst, it will have an HP burst, and it'll have a count of 30, meaning you need 30 debuffs and afflictions. That is kind of steep. That's kind of steep. So you're pretty much never get. So TLDR, you're pretty much almost never going to get off the heal. It sounds like. So now when battle fervor is active, first additional attack, it will deal 800 and it will have a minus 10% strength for 30 seconds. Second will be another 800. It will inflict Scorch Rend, which is weird on a wind unit. Definitely weird. But then for the third, another 800. Wait, no, this is before battle fervor. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, but the third additional attack, it will be a heal with a knockback immunity, and it will grant you better battle fervor. So it's a pretty good attack, I would say. It's pretty good. Really can start to get high in the mods because like 2 hits, that's already doubling it, and then the other 800, that's bringing it out to 4K total. It's pretty damn good. It's a pretty damn good skill regardless. Then we have Fearless Tiger over here, right? So it grants you the defense amp and the veterans medal effect. So that's only 1 stack right there. That's at the gate. But also, if Battle Fervor is active, it will grant a defense amp, increase the max HP, and reduce damage taken. All right. So honestly, it'll be a team amp max of 3, which is going to be nice. You will increase max HP by 10% and 70% damage reduction that will only last for 3 seconds. Think of Hunter Vanessa when it comes to this. But then Coab's standard defense. But now we have another team amp equals resistance. It's a team defense amp equals Bog Res. This is going to be pretty nice. Especially if you own someone like a Yukata Lothna too, who also has defense amps. It's really just going to help out on the team amp game quite a bit. Really going to help out. So now we want to have moving into abilities. Tiger's Tenacity 2, right? So you'll get 2 stacks of the Veteran's Medal whenever you take damage. All right. You'll have up to 3 stacks, and Apologies. And after you take damage and get the 2 stacks, it will not activate again for 20 seconds. Okay, whatever. You'll also get a unique Force Strike. While charging, damage will be reduced. Damage from some attacks cannot be reduced, unfortunately. After charging, if the user takes damage while executing this Force Strike, that damage will be reduced, and the user will be granted 3 stacks of Veteran's Medal. So pretty much you are able to get max stacks pretty quickly. User will be immune to knockback while charging this Force Strike as well as executing it. But then also, in addition, when the user has Battle Fervor, 3rd and 5th attacks in the standard attack combo will create cyclones that pursue the target. So I assume this is similar to a Lin Yo situation, to as of where it's got like small tracking. That's going to be pretty nice. Or maybe even Basilius. Either one of those two. Regardless, it's good. It's good regardless. So just know that. Freeze res, obviously, because he can take advantage of his own bog res. But then also, when the user has Battle Fervor, increases damage dealt by the attacks by 50% and increases strength by 20%. So he has immense burst damage capabilities. And I mean a lot of burst damage, alright? Because like 50% damage dealt, a few units already have that. Most notably right now being Grimnir. And on top of that, he also increases strength by 20%. So for example, this mod all the way up here that can go up to 4K with just 50% damage increase alone, that's probably about a 6K mod. That is powerful. All right, he's definitely going to be a higher tier unit because he has survivability. He can dish out a crap ton of damage. And he can also heal under the right circumstances too. He's just going to be a force to be reckoned with. But however, we also need to see him in action before we can give anything proper. But he's looking to be a really damn good unit. Really meta. I hope meta at least. But now we're going to move into the final unit on here. Already 17 minutes in, so yay. This is a longer video. I do apologize. Yukimura. Alright, now, me personally, this is one of my favorite units in the game already. Alright? Because not only does she look cool, her kit looks cool, she looks like she turns fucking Super Saiyan, okay? Like we saw from the trailer, with her unique effect, kind of, her hair turns white. She is damn cool, alright? She's really damn cool. So she's probably going to be a guilty pleasure summon. I'm warning you all right now. She's probably going to be a guilty pleasure summon. I might have some bias towards her right now, so do keep all that in mind. But I'm really excited for this unit. Everything about her I want, right? Just everything about her. So moving into what she is, all right? She is leader of the Monkey Clan, all right? So that is pretty nice. So, and I mean like a headband too, so kind of Wukong, I guess. Like a Hinomoto version of Wukong. I'll always take that because Wukong's cool as hell. But now we move into first skill being Monkey Overdrive, all right? So deals damage and skill shift will activate. Phase 2 will increase skill's area of effect, and phase 3 will increase it even further and unleash the user's fighting spirit. You'll be immune to knockback as well. But however, apologies. Also, whenever you use the S1 while in the fighting spirit, a variant called Monkey Tiger Wrath will be used instead. Monkey Tiger Wrath will deal damage to enemies directly ahead and applies a burst gambit called Monkey's Burst. Tapping the screen a set number of times during the attack will power up its final hit, which will do increased damage, apply Monkey's Burst again, and partially fill the skill gauge for Monkey Tiger Chaos. That will be in the S2. I'll get to that shortly. But then also, Monkey's Burst, whenever it is activated, you will deal damage to the affected target and nearby enemies. So just to move into this now, right? It's 7.8k mod, all right? That's not terrible. It's probably going to take like a minute or so to actually build her up. It's not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad at all. You could probably cheat a little bit with some 4-strike charge, but you would want a little bit more on the DPS. But because she's a Lance, she does have a little bit more. She does gain a little bit more SP than the average unit. So who knows? Maybe this might not be a bad thing at all. So 1.3, a 1.7, then followed by probably about a 1.9 mod. But then when you are then in in fighting spirit, I almost said monkey spirit. You're probably looking at about I might have to say almost 2k, about a 2k mod, give or take, with like a 3k as a SP cost. All right, so not bad. Monkey's Burst will have a counter of 15, so that's not terrible. It's half of what Shingen is. It's half, so it's better, and that'll have a 4.3k modifier, which is pretty damn nice, and 15% potency on the skill prep for the S2. Now moving into the S2, the regular variation is called Monkey Cross Dive. All right, you'll deal damage to a target nearby enemies and partially fill the skill gauge for Monkey Overdrive. Simple enough, pretty nice. But then when Fighting Spirit is unleashed, a variant called Monkey Tiger Chaos will be used. So and now Chaos, it will deal damage to enemies, directly hit, and inflict Shadow Blade. But honestly, we'll have even more screen tapping, to adds of which it will eventually result in a Scorch Rend. So Scorch Rend's crossing elements. It's now in Wind and Dark. Fun. So outside, apologies. So outside of Fighting Spirit, it will be about 1.3 mod with a 5.1k SP cost. So not bad, but because it will have the potency, it should hopefully bring the S1 to the point where it can be used off of that 5.1. So it shouldn't be bad. It should not be bad at all, which is going to be pretty damn nice. That's what I hope. I need to see it though. But then when Fighting Spirit is unleashed, right, you will deal. That's like 2k right there, and adding on that's about 3k. So a 3k mod off of a 6.1, the pretty nice. And you'll have Scorch Rend in there as well, and Shadow Blight. So that's a pretty damn good skill. Right? But then moving into co-ops, it's standard HP, but now we have combo time for 2.5 seconds. Shadow finally has a combo time unit. Yay. So more Flurry shenanigans. Augers. Alright, now moving into the abilities, we have Might of the Monkey. Monkey. 2. So once one uses a Fight Spirit is unleashed, the following effects will activate. Alright, so user's strength is increased by 10%. User's attack skill damage is increased by 40%. That's very high. A knockback immunity. User's standard attack patterns, S1 and S2, are changed. You are granted a unique dodge that deals damage to surrounding enemies. Also, by tapping out the screen during this dodge, the user can interrupt it and perform a unique dash toward the target. So when it comes to the unique dash, think of Halloween Silas for this. And beyond that, it's really just a dodge hit, which is nice. If a unique dash or 4-strike is followed immediately by a standard attack, user's combo will begin with the second attack in their standard attack combo. So, in order to properly see how good she is after like the first minute, we're going to have to see footage. All right, we're gonna have to see footage. But then process res and just a flurry of strength with combo count 15 or higher. Pretty simple right there. But overall, in my opinion, she looks like a lot of fun. She seriously looks like one of the most fun units to me. I really want to get my hands on her because just everything about her is cool. All right, everything about her is just dumb cool. All right, I want to play around with her. I really do. And hell, she's going to be great in Kaleidoscape because of the fact that every time you enter a floor, your skills are refreshed. So therefore, you can enter Monkey Fighting Spirit almost immediately. It's gonna be great. I really want to try her out in case you haven't noticed. So obviously, I'm going to have bias. I'm going to have bias toward her, right? But however, when it comes to both her and Shingen, all right, what I will say is this, all right? Wind is about to have a lot more content, all right? Because like Probable Mercury, that's probably going to be coming very soon. We do already have Legend Jaldabath underway, and we're still waiting on Legend Iblis to arrive. So Wind still has some content left to be cleared. So stocking up on some Wind stuff now would be a great idea. Yukimura, we still have 3 endgame contents left. We have Surtur, we have Asura. Asura should be next, and we still have Primal Jupiter on the horizon. But however, because of how stacked Shadow is already, she might not be used. Alright, she might not be used. And Gala Ciella, because of the state Water Dragons are in, she is going to be a near, you're going to want this unit. She is incredibly good. You're going to want to main her. So it's going to be really, really rough. But that's it for the TLDR. Thank you for watching until the end, just if you have, because this was a lot to go over. This is a dangerous banner, though. This is going to be a dangerous banner. You could potentially have to spark 4 times. If you do want all these units, you have a potential to spark 4 times. I say that from experience, by the way, okay? I say that from experience. In case if you haven't seen the Gala Gatav summoning video, you will know why if you do watch it. You will know why I say that if you do end up watching it. So just be wary, have goals. All right. Now, though, do keep in mind also, after this, we very well might be getting a collab at the end of January. But after that collab, we'll pretty much be out of Limited Hell for a while. So Limited Hell is almost done. Just hang in there, okay? So just if you want to say for the collab, I do not blame you. And that's honestly all I have to say about this video. Once again, free summons, abuse them, and I'll see you all eventually. And do keep in mind, it's almost New Year's. So I'm just gonna say this now. Happy New Year, because I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. So I'll see you all later. Bye.